The block is baking dry. Kids line up by the curb. They turn the valve and wait for that hot summer curse. White steam off the grates. Then the black line comes out. It tastes like gold tea. It stains your mouth for hours. You swallow once, you nod, and the heat leaves the body like a name you never had, like a dream in the dust. Then your hands go still and your eyes go soft. You don't ask why, you just step off. Black water east, black water east. You keep on walking. Black water east, black water east. You don't come back. They move in a row past laundromats and tires. No sweat on the neck, no shiver in the wires. A mother calls a name, but it falls to the road. Their faces stay lit with that borrowed little smile, like they found a door and forgot what it was for. Now every footfall says there is nothing left to choose. Then your hands go still and your eyes go soft. You don't ask why, you just step off. Black water east, black water east. You keep on walking. Black water east, black water east. You don't come back. Sirens cut the air, but nobody turns around. A hydrant keeps its mouth on the cracked and thirsty ground. One splash on the tongue, and the whole town forgets. Black water east, black water east. You keep on walking. Black water east, black water east, black water east. You don't come back. Black water east, black water east. Always smiling. Dune shifts every blink, moves when I look away. It measures every heel, then it learns my name. I count my steps in dust, trying not to speak. The ground feels like a mouth opening under me. 1, 2, hold your breath. 3, 4, don't look down, it waits for the mistake and knows the way around. Count me out, count me in. Don't let the sand hear it. Count me out, count me in. It swallows what it hears when my number comes up. I am gone, I am gone. When my number comes up, it takes my bones along.
Last traveler came back with sun inside his skin. He mouthed a broken prayer and never spoke again. His tongue was pure heat, like iron on the tongue. We heard the same harsh call from a place
No one's from. 1, 2, hold your breath. 3, 4, freeze your feet. The Dune is watching hard and counting underneath. Count me out, count me in. Don't let the sand hear it. Count me out, count me in. It swallows what it hears when my number comes up. I am gone, I am gone. When my number comes up, it takes my bones along.
If I run, it runs. If I kneel, it leans. If I close my eyes, it still reads all my dreams. Now the horizon bends like a blade in heat, and something under me is learning how to speak.
Count me out, count me in. Don't let the sand hear it. Count me out, count me in. It swallows what it hears when my number comes up. I am gone, I am gone. When my number comes up, I burn in its language. Four caravans came in from 4 hard roads. North got the salt, south got the crows. West had a lantern, east had a bone. They found one valley and kept it unknown.
No hoof print cross, no axle turned. Each one circling where the dust got burned. The sky went still, the map went thin, and the same old edge kept folding in.
4 caravans, walking in circles again. 4 caravans, nobody meets in the sand.
Still walking,
Since 1783, sand erases nothing. Sand remembers.
same torn banner, same cracked jar, same bent shadow under the same dead star. The bones of roads never broke, just leaned and lead like a spoken joke. You can call it curse, call it plan, but the valley turns where the first tracks ran. Four caravans, walking in circles again. Four caravans, nobody meets in the sand. Still walking, since 1783. Sand erases nothing, sand remembers me. One by one, the names got lost. One by one, the dawn got crossed. If you go there now, you'll see them move, not door to door, just through and through. Four caravans, walking in circles again. Four caravans, nobody meets in the sand. Still walking, since 1783. Sand erases nothing, sand remembers me. Sand remembers me. Elder shaman on the salt, white wind in her braids. The ground turns to a mirror, and the sky remembers rain. She lifts one hand to the heat, like she knows it by name. Ancient oceans underfoot, wake slow in the plain. Asphalt mirages, they remember me. Asphalt mirages carry me downstream, not a dream. Ancient oceans still sing to me. Scientist with a cracked notebook follows through the glare. Shoes full of dry white silence, heart loud in the air. He says, show me what is real. She says, stand still and see. The shimmer folds like a doorway and opens 13 years. Salt flat mirages, they remember me. Salt flat mirages carry me downstream, not a dream. Ancient oceans still sing to me. She steps through heat into winter, then a flood in a stone. A daughter in another timeline, calling from a phone. He watches her blink through centuries like smoke through a beam. Every scar on the horizon proves this is not
She says, your life is layered, you just learn to hide. Then the salt begins to shimmer like 1,000 saved names, and the scientist bows to the seeing as the old world changes shape. Salt flat mirages, they remember me. Salt flat mirages carry me downstream. Not a dream. Ancient oceans still sing to me. Morning cracks the basin open, gold on every edge. He writes down what she taught him on the back of the pledge. She walks into the white distance, small as a flame. He calls out to the silence and it calls back her name. Salt flat mirages, they remember me. Salt flat mirages carry me downstream. Not a dream. Ancient oceans still sing to me. The fridge stayed cold all day while the heat beat down the walls. Meltwater lined the tile like a map with empty roads. A child pressed both hands to the door and watched the frost bloom white. Porte de Givre, ouvre-moi. Porte de Givre, garde-moi. Dans le froid, nous marchons dans le froid. Dans le froid. The boy climbed in first, like he knew a secret stair. Shelves turned into corridors, milk crates into square bone towers. Mother heard him laughing and followed that pale trail down. Porte de Givre, ouvre-moi. Porte de Givre, garde-moi. Dans le froid, nous marchons dans le froid. Dans le froid. The inside was an ice city, built from the breath of the lost. Hands in the walls like fossils, eyes in the sugar frost. The vanished heat victims were drilling ranks in silence. Porte de Givre, ouvre-moi. Porte de Givre, garde-moi. Dans le froid, nous marchons dans le froid.
made of freezer burn and lace. Her son stood in a chainmail grin, with a crown of frozen grace. He said,
"We waited for you," and the army woke at once. Porte de Givre, ouvre-moi. Porte de Givre, garde-moi. Dans le froid, nous marchons dans le froid. Dans le froid.
at the edge of the ice avenue, she heard summer cracking. Far above, the kitchen light faded like a dying star. Then every door in the city started opening at once. Porte de Givre, ouvre-moi. Porte de Givre, garde-moi. Dans le froid, nous marchons dans le froid. Dans le froid.
Like a fever, then frost on the lashes at last. He came back with white on his sleeves, like winter had grabbed his frame and pointed past the salt flats where the buried waters sang his name. Cold country, it's hungry for warmth. Cold country, it's starving at the source. Cold country, we hear it in the ground. Cold country, cold country. He said the sky was a wound and the dunes were learning to kneel. He read the wind like scripture with a cracked, impatient feel. Then the team fell in behind him, boots sunk slow in the ash. Every breath drew a thin blade, every step was a flash. Cold country, it's hungry for warmth. Cold country, it's starving at the source. Cold country, we hear it in the ground. Cold country, cold country. knowing, no fear in the elder's eyes. He tapped the earth twice, then nodded like he'd met it in other lives. Under salt, under shale, under silence, a blue-black pulse was near. We dug where the world felt hollow, and the buried lake appeared. Cold country, it's hungry for warmth. Cold country, it's starving at the source. Cold country, we hear it in the ground. Cold country, cold country. Like a blessing, mud on our hands like proof. The water rose from the darkness, clean and old and true. He stood there, calm as thunder, with the whole crew stunned and still. Said a place is what you feed it, then looked toward the hill. Cold country, it's hungry for warmth. Cold country, it's starving at the source. Cold country, we hear it in the ground. Cold country, cold country. If the frost bites back, we stay. What was buried under hunger can be called up by a name. And the elder in the morning light carried winter like a spark. One man found asleep in water in the coldest part of dark. Cold country, it's hungry for warmth. Cold country, it's starving at the source. Cold country, we hear it in the ground. Cold country, cold country. Throws heat down onto the street. Noon comes in white and hard in the cracks in the tar. Drink the light, hold it back till the windows turn black. The workers spill out slow, faces bright, bodies low. One by one they go home, leave the curb all alone. One shadow still there, one shadow still there, tapping its foot like it owns the air. One shadow still there, one shadow still there, one shadow still there, waiting at noon with nowhere to go.
his quick glance. Nobody wants to chance what a shape can know, and it never lets go. One shadow still there, one shadow still there, one shadow still there, one shadow still there, tapping its foot like it owns the air. One shadow still there, one shadow still there, one shadow still there, waiting at noon with nowhere to go. The glass keeps burning bright, but the shape stays right where the last step fell, like it meant to tell. Somebody here is due, somebody late, not new. One shadow still there, one shadow still there, one shadow still there, one shadow still there, tapping its foot like it owns the air. One shadow still there, one shadow still there, one shadow still there, waiting at noon with nowhere to go.
He slept where the bus tires hiss, by the curb in a torn up bliss. A shimmer split the parking lot. Two cities there, then two cities not. He blinked at brick and melting heat, a second town beneath his feet. Green windows, grapes on every sill, and a moon like soup in a tin cup still. Green city, take my hand, hidden down in the asphalt sand. Green city, I can see you were waiting just for me. Green city, take my hand, show me how your bright streets stand. A woman stumbled, soft and pale, like a paper boat lost in a pail. She reached for air, she missed the ground, so we pulled her where the shimmer wound, right through the heat, right through the haze, into that town of fern and glaze. She gasped and laughed and brushed his sleeve, said, boy, this place is hard to leave. Green city, take my hand, hidden town in the asphalt sand. Green city, I can see you were waiting just for me. Green city, take my hand, show me how your bright streets stand. The mayor came with golden shoes, the kind that clang and always lose. He waved a check, $1 million more, for the boy who found the door. Name your price, he said, your share. We'll build your face in marble there. The boy just shook his hungry head and fed a cat by the fountain bed.
Green City, take my hand.
Hidden town in the asphalt sand.
Green City, I can see.
You were waiting just for me.
Green City, take my hand.
Show me how your bright streets stand. He said, I'm not for sale to you, not for gold or powdered blue. I found a place that keeps its word, and that's the truest thing I've heard. Then the woman touched his sleeve, and the vines around the gate did weave. A vein in the curb began to sing, thin as a thread but louder than King.
Green City, take my hand.
Hidden town in the asphalt sand.
Green City, I can see.
You were waiting just for me.
Green City, take my hand.
Show me how your bright streets stand. And the face said, stay here. Follow the route beneath the fear. What the rich can't buy, the lost can't find. A door in the dust, a map in the mind.
Green City, take my hand.
Hidden town in the asphalt sand.
Green City, I can see.
You were waiting just for me.
Green City, take my hand.
Show me how your bright streets stand. Heat bends over glass, tar soft in the seams. Subway stairs breathe cold down where the tunnel dreams. Air moves like lungs through the tiles in the black. We hear that heartbeat from the tracks coming back.
Empty train,
Rolling through my name.
empty train.
No one gets off again.
Door slide wide,
Cold hands in the rain.
empty train.
Rolling through my name. Commuters on the bench with their paper cups and sweat. Eyes fixed on the tunnel like they already met. The post and the rail
Keeps time with the crowd.
one light on the platform, burning low and proud.
Empty train.
Rolling through my name.
Empty train.
No one gets off again.
Door slide wide,
Cold hands in the rain.
empty train. Rolling through my name.
The old man says he heard it before dawn. The wagon full of air and the silence it rode on. I lean to the edge where the yellow line fades. Then the dark moves first like it knows my face.
Empty train.
Rolling through my name.
Empty train.
No one gets off again.
Door slide wide,
Cold hands in the rain.
empty train. Rolling through my
sun got rude. We all rushed down, but the air stayed blue. In the belly of the block, that pulse cut through. Hand on the rail, felt the thump like skin. Like the city had the drum where the night dug in. Platform crowd packed tight, all necks and sweat. Then the train rolled in like a debt unpaid yet. Clean windows, no face in the first car glass. Just a cold white shine and a shadow pass. Doors broke open, everybody held still. Nobody stepped off, but the room got chill. I asked the sign, it just kept its glow. I asked the flow, it said let it go. So we watched that car breathe, then drift. Empty as a prayer with the cracked up
Empty train,
rolling through my name.
empty train, empty train.
No one gets off again.
Doors slide wide,
Cold hands in the rain.
empty train, rolling through my name.
Now the heat starts fading, but I still stand here, listening for that pulse through the thinning air.
If it comes again, I know I won't run. Some doors open empty,
Some days swallow one.
dusty air thick and slow. Sun bleeds orange on the stone. Empty bucket hanging low. Shadows dance all alone. Hear a sound deep underground.
Le puce est sec.
Mon cœur se brise.
Un dernier écho.
Une triste brise.
Footsteps past my younger self.
Hear them laugh, hear them shout.
Words I spoke upon a shelf.
What was it all about? Open nerve, a living thing, pulsing hard and full of dread. What tomorrow will it bring? What was said? What was?
blue and a coat full of pockets for things that don't show. Take 2 little sips from my silver blue jar. It'll leave you more lost than you thought you are. 3-second mirage, 3-second mirage. See it, believe it, then poof, it's gone large. 3-second mirage, 3-second mirage. False little heaven, salt in your charge. He showed old ancestors in a glassy parade, grandmothers laughing in a heat haze braid, uncles with lanterns made out of bone, a baby face capped and carved into stone. But each time he blinked, they'd slide out a line like fish in a bowl made of moonlight and brine. The agencies watched from the dust and the brush, with their radios buzzing and their boots set to crush. 3-second mirage, 3-second mirage. See it, believe it, then poof, it's gone large. 3-second mirage, 3-second mirage. False little heaven, salt in your charge. Secret did sleep, an archive of names in a vault buried deep. Maps folded tiny and passwords of rain, and a list of the years that were stolen by a game. It only appears when the season aligns for 3 tiny seconds on the edge of the sign. So nomad keeps walking with powder and scar, chasing that blink like a fisherman's star. 3-second mirage, 3-second mirage. Then poof, it's gone large. 3-second mirage, 3-second mirage. False little heaven, salt in your charge. One agency drone and a desert dog pack track, the same shimmer by the cracked camel track. They circled his trail where the heat sinks lay, but the mirage turned sideways and hid him away. He laughed in the glare with a wink in the bow. Catch me next year if you're smart enough now. Then the archive flashed open like a silver quick scar, and the whole world leaned in from 1.5 miles far. 3 beats of silence, 1 breath, 1 spark. The dunes went blue and the sky went dark. Nomad touched the edge with the sand-stung hand, and the false little water became a land. 3-second mirage, 3-second mirage. See it, believe it, then poof, it's gone large. 3-second mirage, 3-second mirage, 3-second mirage, 3-second. False little heaven, salt in your charge. 3-second mirage, 3-second mirage. Who gets the map now? Who gets the charge? 3-second mirage, 3-second mirage. Nomad keeps moving out past the bars.
white coats under the noon. Each grain on the glass keeps a small dark monsoon. One drop, then a million, then silence on the chart. They wrote it in pencil, then lost where to start. The scope went blurred, the numbers bent. The room got quiet, the room got spent. Grain de pluie, grain de pluie, you still know my name. Grain de pluie, grain de pluie, you still call the rain. Enchant, enchant, under skin of stone. Grain de pluie, grain de pluie, we hum it home. Some grains remember a sky before ours, before boots, before fences, before names for the hours. Scientists stopped counting at the edge of the light. They set down the clipboard, then heard it at night. A thin, low song in the sieve and glass, old as the dunes and fast, so fast. Grain de pluie, grain de pluie, you still know my name. Grain de pluie, grain de pluie, you still call the rain. Enchant, enchant, under skin of stone. Grain de pluie, grain de pluie, we hum it home. And if the desert keeps score, it doesn't keep it cold. It saves every falling sky in a fist of gold. So hold that tray, hold that bright small